Hello everyone. क्या हाल है सभी के? And we're back again after an amazing and chaotic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. क्या बोले पता नहीं क्या हुआ है like even we are stunned for a moment कि ये हुआ क्या and like if you blink for like even for like 2 minutes ऐसा आंखें बंद करके रखो कुछ चेंज हो जाता है ग्रिड पे. So ये क्या हुआ कुछ समझ नहीं आया. But we are back here to discuss about this chaotic Grand Prix. And after a long wait, Max Verstappen is finally back on the podium. And
Yay.
Pruthvi must be really happy. So you're watching PS Lights Out. Meets Pruthvi, and this is Shubham. And we just saw an amazing Sao Paulo Grand Prix. So what do you think, Pruthvi? Let's start it off with your favorite driver, Max Verstappen.
Yeah, awesome. From P17 to P1, like I'm confused whether we should start talking about the race, like how dramatic it was. Like from the start itself, it was very dramatic, and like we thought that like last 5 race में क्या ही हो सकता है, but no man, like it's getting better. Like we will link the video right up here. We made a video a couple of weeks back. Saying why F1 is at its best, like
At
we
its
keep
peak.
repeating that. But
Right.
man, it is absolutely at its best. One of the key points there was it is unpredictable. Like who would have predicted two Alpines on the podium? Like oh my
My God.
that's absolutely crazy. Like just when
True.
we felt like last time भी मैंने बोला था कि हाँ मतलब prediction में I don't know which team we were talking about, but I was like कि हाँ भाई top 3 team तो already इतनी अच्छी है ही. So on podium, even though it is unpredictable, it's between either McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes or Red Bull.
Red
That's
Bull.
it. Red Bull. By Red Bull, I mean Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez is not included.
Yes. Yeah, we
But
talked about that already.
Alpine on top, man. That's crazy. But more crazy is, of course, I don't know which one is more crazy, but it was awesome to see a masterclass by Max. And he proved this time that why he is the world champion and why he will be world champion. Like, there was like a
Right.
slight doubt that Norris had a chance at the world championship this year. But this was like a slam dunk, from P17 to like 19 seconds gap and fastest lap after fastest lap. So
Yeah.
it was beautiful seeing him. Like I feel like if I have the time tomorrow, I'll just rewatch the whole race
Whole Grand Prix.
from his perspective. Like I'll put him
Yeah.
as the dash cam. So it
His
would have
cam,
been
yes, exactly.
perfect. Yes,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
feel the same. Like I just saw the first lap and I was like, what the hell just happened? See the P17 से कुछ I think P9 first lap में ही.
Yep.
ये क्या किया इसने मैक्स ने? he just proved everyone wrong कि like जो
Yes,
थोड़े बहुत
yes,
doubts थे कि यार. But this weekend was actually pretty good for Red Bull. Like they were quite strong. We saw that in the sprint race. Later on the sprint, like he started off at the back, and in the sprint he climbed up very much at the top at the end. So वो कोई डाउट नहीं था कि उनके पास रेस पेस नहीं है. And he actually proved it in the race as well. And like कोई mistake नहीं की यार, हर ड्राइवर ने थोड़ी mistakes की है. Lando and Verstappen, these guys were like really amazing. कोई mistakes नहीं की ज़्यादा उन्होंने. Except Lando का वो of course first lap हमेशा था
Yeah.
उसका कि like P1 से
हमेशा.
start करेगा और पहले ही position दे देता है first turn
Yeah, I
में.
mean,
So
the
of course वो
difference,
रहेगा
man.
ही. Yes.
He from
Yes.
P1 to dropping down and like Verstappen to go
Right.
up. That just proves everything, like proves everyone wrong and why he belongs up there.
Right.
It's beautiful,
Exactly.
beautiful. But
It
of
was a
course,
bit of a gamble and luck, I would say. It was just a bit of
No,
gamble
I
and
mean,
luck. कि, like,
yeah,
उन्होंने
that's-
pit किया तुरंत red flag का situation create हो गया. So, like, Russell was the most deserving one according to me.
Yeah.
Verstappen, of course, did an amazing run, but Russell and then Norris was supposed to be the win, but again, like team strategy messed up and like a bit of bad luck क्योंकि like जैसे ही वो लोग pit में गए वैसे ही red flag हो गया.
yeah,
So,
no, I
poor
mean,
decisions by
strategy
the
is
team.
important. Plus, it was
Exactly.
a wet race, so like it absolutely neutralizes a lot of things between all the teams.
Right,
That's why
right,
Alpine
right.
was where they were, because there was no
Yes.
DRS and in wet, not just the car but also the drivers, the experienced plays a
Right.
big role, like the confidence
Yes, exactly,
level
exactly.
you need to have in order to drive fast and brake late. That was what
True.
was happening with Verstappen. Like the overtake between him and like when he overtook uh, Ocon for the
Yeah.
race leader. I mean, that was such a
Exactly.
beautiful and
Yeah.
slam dunk pass. It was like he properly braked at the last
He actually
moment of
he's
the
just
corner.
proving कि
Like,
हाँ भाई मैं हूँ
yeah,
अभी
yeah,
भी.
wait. Just simple and beautiful. I loved it, man.
the,
I
the
loved the race.
the funny thing after race, ओकॉन को पूछा कि what do you think about the race, and तुम्हें लग रहा था कि like do you think it's you had the pace, and all. He's like नहीं मुझे भी नहीं पता था. So Ocon is like कि उसको कोई आइडिया नहीं कि उनके पास अच्छी कार थी इस
Plus,
बार
he was
just
like,
because of the
in drive,
weather.
the car literally sucked. He was open about it. So, yeah.
So
Oh,
that's true.
amazing,
That's true.
amazing.
But yeah, coming
Yeah,
back to Verstappen, yeah.
yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And this is like,
Yeah.
this just takes out the question of, championship. Like, he is definitely the world champion
So
logged
so
in now.
there's no more chance of Lando winning the championship.
No, I think on paper there is still some chance. Like if Verstappen
Yeah.
DNFs and he wins
DNF. So
all the
okay.
races next.
Right,
So on
right, right.
paper there is chance. Obviously, he is not locked in that
Right.
way. But judging by what happened this race, like Norris on pole and still not able to even be on podium. I mean,
Right.
obviously, like you said, there were some unlucky things happening, but still,
Exactly.
for winning the championship, you need to be on top of everything, right? So I
Yeah.
feel like now there is no chance for him to be up there.
Still see a 62 points gap between them.
Yeah, which is
But
impossible.
because of this race, Leclerc has a chance for P2 in constructor. Oh, not constructor, driver standings.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, that
So
is
there's
something
just
more interesting.
25 points gap. So that's going to be fun, right?
Yeah, very, very, very interesting. That is.
Exactly.
Let's see.
But again, Red Bull decreased the gap for constructors, so they can climb up. But
Yeah.
McLaren को अभी भी beat करना बहुत tough है क्योंकि almost 60 points का gap वहाँ पर है. Roughly
Yeah.
60 points, not exactly, but roughly 60 points का gap है.
But that's
But yes,
what
let's
unpredictability is all about.
right. You never
Yeah,
know.
very
You never know.
interesting.
This was like we could have done a wild prediction before this race. That would have
Yeah.
been crazy, and we would have never guessed Alpine for sure. Like हम लोग
Yeah,
कुछ
never.
random guess कर लेते, Alpha Tauri guess करते, but Alpine तो गलती से भी guess नहीं करते हम लोग.
Yeah,
But yes,
definitely.
Alpine, man.
Alpine,
P2,
like
P3.
if
Oh my
Max
God.
didn't won, but even though he did, the biggest story obviously is Alpine. Like the jump on
Yeah.
constructor championship directly
Yeah.
from P9 to P6 in just one
P6.
single race. Like, oh my God, that was
Yes,
amazing.
Yes.
And like the hug between Ocon and Gasly at the end, that was so
Gasly.
emotional, man. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
It was
that's
just
like,
red, blue, and white on the flags.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
were
yeah.
like the other way. There was one horizontal and the other two were vertical.
beautiful.
That was
And
good.
Reynolds would be so happy right now. I was
Yes,
feeling
of
for him
course.
as well.
Mere paise.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like the whole team, it's
Yeah.
from a human perspective, it's not easy. Like they have been there throughout, and the team has been struggling since the beginning. So
Right.
there is that, but for them, it's beautiful, and the jump is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's a
So
big jump.
not only do we have a championship fight up there, but at the bottom, at the very bottom,
yes,
like
of
throughout
course, of
the
course.
grid, there is like a lot of
Yeah.
fights going on. So it's very
so now
interesting.
it's a big battle for position 6, I would say, because Alpine,
Yeah,
Haas, and Red Bull
we
Honda
can't-
team,
yeah.
they are almost in the same league. So 49,
Yes,
46,
yes.
and 44 points. So
Yes,
good
absolutely.
battle underneath. Yeah.
And yes, amazing.
You know,
Alpine.
in last podcast we were talking about this, that Haas might
Haas.
catch up to Aston Martin. Like this is what I was thinking. Like कि
Yeah,
कुछ भी
मैं अभी
randomly
वही
अगर
बोलने
हो
वाला था
जाए,
कि-
so एक ही jump हो सकता है यार. So like Aston Martin ऐसे में तो कुछ भी नहीं कर सकती. एक रेस में like almost 30 points. See that jump? It's a huge jump. So
Crazy,
amazing. Man. मजा आ गया लेकिन यार खतरनाक रेस हो गई.
Very, very amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then comes McLaren, like as I said earlier, okay, which like गलती नहीं है. At the end of the race, post race interview में नॉरिस को सेम चीज पूछी कि what do you think मैक्स के लिए, तो कहते हैं he did an amazing job. He was very humble. He did an
Yeah.
amazing drive. On paper we were supposed to win. Russell was the one who should have won the race. He said the same thing, and he's like, it's just at the end of the day, the rain is the main factor, and it was just
Yeah.
bad luck. So that's it.
Yeah, definitely rain was the biggest factor of all the results that we saw this race.
Right.
But still, like without DRS and in rain as well, where you show your skills, purest skills.
Exactly.
Like that's
Right.
why Colapinto was struggling. Lawson did an amazing job. We'll come down there, but Oliver Bearman also had more than a few mistakes because of this, because
Mistakes,
it's not
exactly.
easy to
Yes, yes.
drive in rain, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, I mean,
Rookies, of course, will face problems.
yes. Yeah, I mean, McLaren is locked in, I think. Like, not locked, but definitely, like you said, the point cap is huge. So maybe
Yes.
Max has to win a couple more races. But the problem there is, like, Red Bull is not consistent with both their drivers. So
Right.
McLaren are safe, I guess, in terms of
Exactly.
constructor
It's just
championship.
one man carrying
Yeah.
the whole team. The
Yeah.
other one is just sagging it. So
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, पेरिस की बात ही ना करे तो अच्छा है.
Yeah. Let's just not. That
Yes.
yeah,
So,
I mean Russell, Ferrari, I mean Mercedes, like Lewis Hamilton,
P4.
as always, was struggling throughout the weekend,
The race,
but
yes.
Russell did a nice
Grip
job.
issues, of course, yeah. Russell did his smooth drive. He was fighting up with Norris, and he was proving his
Yeah.
point कि हाँ चलो मैं भी हूँ रेस में. But again, like उसके साथ भी वही luck का factor ही है. Like as soon as they went in the pits, the red flag was there. As soon as they went in the pits, so it
Yes,
was
yes.
just bad timing. I think
Yep.
Colapinto crash हुआ था same time पे, so
Yeah, I mean,
that messed up the whole Grand Prix for both of them.
we forgot to mention at the start of this podcast, but yeah, there were like 5 DNFs in this race, so which is a very big
that itself says it. That itself says it, right? कि like क्या crazy race हुई होगी कि just 5 लोगों ने participate ही नहीं कर पाया end तक.
Exactly. So
No, not participate, but 5 लोग finish ही नहीं कर पाए race. So
yes,
2 didn't
and
start,
like,
right? I think Hulkenberg didn't start. Just Hulkenberg didn't
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
and Stroll की तो वो will come there.
नहीं, वो उसके- ठीक है, छोड़ देते हैं.
छोड़ देते हैं। क्या ही बोले, वरना
Yes, exactly.
उसके पापा बुरा मान लेंगे. Yeah, I mean, even in quali, like there were so many red flags and
Right.
so many red flags in this race, and safety car. Like the most drive that anyone had was the safety car, like in the whole weekend. So
Screen time सबसे ज़्यादा मिला है safety car को.
yes, absolutely. Aston Martin
but
won in
the
that sense, at
crashes-
least.
The crashes, man, they were like just crazy. ऐसा छोटे मोटे
Yeah.
crash हुए ही नहीं है.
Yes,
Some
yes.
गाड़ी पूरी की पूरी आधी हो गई है ऐसे crashes हो
Yeah.
रहे हैं.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the past 10 races, past
Yeah.
10 or 15 races, there were like, we kept telling, like, there were not too many safety cars, not too many red flags.
Yes.
So ऐसा लग रहा है सब कलेक्ट होके एक ही रेस में आ
एक
गए.
साथ एक ही रेस में. Exactly,
Yeah.
rain. It's the rain, bro. Like जैसी बारिश आती है कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग होता है, and like ये तो कुछ ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग हो गया. Like क्वालिफाइंग
Yeah.
हुई नहीं पहले, पूरा मैं वेट कर रहा था कि कब होगा, कब शुरू होगी
हाँ,
क्वालिफाइंग
in
करने.
India
नेक्स्ट
it
दिन
was
कर रहा हूँ,
like-
उसमें भी कैसी क्वालिफाइंग हुई है. Like it's just
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Like क्या
Yeah.
5 laps हुए होंगे गिनती के.
Yes,
I think
yes,
पूरे
yes.
क्वाली में. So
Yeah, I mean,
that bad.
in India it was pretty late, so I was up till 1:30 or 2 o'clock, and still then they were like,
Yeah,
"Up suspend." Okay, ठीक है, अब खाली सुबह देखते.
I had to wake up at 7 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah.
for what we got, it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
True.
And yeah, that brings us to Ferrari. Leclerc
Yes, Ferrari, Leclerc, beautiful race.
had a
man.
good
P5.
race, and talk about unpredictably again. Like Sainz, like our last
Oh my
race
God.
winner, like on top of everything throughout the weekend, last
Sidha
weekend,
niche.
and this time it's like
DNF.
good. Yup. See that this is what we are
Right.
talking about, right? And have fun. So
I wanted him to be there, like in this
same,
one.
same. I was
Okay,
rooting for him. Yeah,
he's called like one of the best drivers in the rain.
yeah,
Wets का best driver बोला जाता है. So that
yeah.
should have been good.
I really wanted him as well up there, and I
Yeah.
wanted Ferrari to be on the podium, but I would take two Alpines on the podium any day over two Ferraris. Actually,
वो भी
it
ठीक
just
है, ये भी
makes it
ठीक
so much interesting, right?
नहीं सही है.
Yes.
That's there. But it's not that good weekend for Ferrari, of course. Just 10
Yeah,
points for them this
yeah, yeah.
weekend. Similar for Mercedes, it's just what 12 plus 1, 11, 13 points for them.
Yes. Yes.
So quite sad race for them.
Yep.
Talking about sad but yet happy for the other team, AlphaTauri. Not AlphaTauri, it's Red Bull Honda team.
Yeah.
So Tsunoda
Recap.
and Liam Lawson right behind Norris. So it's P7 and P9. Actually, PS3 was supposed to finish P7, but 10 seconds की penalty थी. So he had to solve it
Five.
at the end of the Grand Prix. So
Yeah.
10 seconds, you know?
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
So, and at the end of it, PS3 को ऐसे बोला, okay, what do you think about the accident? He's like, yeah, it was totally my mistake. He just said it quite. कुछ बहाने नहीं, कुछ इधर उधर की बात नहीं, straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It was my mistake. I
He's
deserve it.
always
That's it.
straightforward guy. I love him off the track very
Yes.
much.
Pretty pretty straightforward, man. Okay, ये सही है यार.
But yeah.
Like कुछ ऐसा controversial बात ही नहीं की उसने. सीधा point पे आ गया. But yes, coming
No, I
back
mean,
to
yeah,
the two Red Bulls.
we come.
Yes.
Yeah. Liam
Yes.
did an amazing job, man. Like, 7-time world champion was right behind him for many
yes, he
laps,
was.
and to keep him behind at the end, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
That's true. That's true.
and also in the rain, like he doesn't have much experience in the rain, and to
Experience, yeah.
perform the way he did, that
Of
was
course.
like respect. Definitely respect.
Right.
It gained back the respect that I lost after him showing mid finger last weekend. So
And he actually showed a middle finger to Paris again. Like he just just outperformed Mr. Paris. Both the Red Bulls, Tsunoda and Lawson, like P7 and P9.
Yeah.
What an amazing job, bro. And like look at Paris, he's at P11. And he was
Yeah.
actually not able to fight with the people at the back. So
Yes.
that's sad. But yeah.
rookie mistakes.
Yeah, so good weekend for Red Bull Honda team as well.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy when the teams score at the bottom. Like I'm happy.
Yeah,
for
I love the fight at the bottom, obviously, but this time, like,
Yes.
because that is what makes F1 interesting in the seasons. Otherwise, like right now we
Right.
have a fight up there, but otherwise, like last year also, like top one was locked in, right? Red Bull and Max
yes,
both.
yes.
So what was more interesting? What was the
It's P2.
fight at the bottom,
P2.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, P2
Ferrari,
and the fight at the
Mercedes.
bottom. But again, like this brings us to Haas, and like I completely agree with your point कि हाँ वो एक race
Yeah.
perform करेगी एक नहीं करेगी तो ये
नहीं
वही हुआ like
करेंगे.
double points
Yeah,
last time
exactly
and
वही हुआ.
no points this time. So
This time at all, yeah.
and there is a beautiful fight between them and VCARB, so it's going to be interesting
Yeah.
to see. And now Alpine is in the picture as well, so
Exactly.
that's good.
And that too, Kevin Mag was not in the race. He was not feeling well, so उसकी वजह से
Yeah.
ले लिया. But he was in really good form. Like if he would have been in the race, then of
Yeah,
course मेरे को लग रहा था कि
definitely.
like he had the potential to perform for sure. So
Of course, because
वो
he
थोड़ा सा
has
miss
so
out
much
कर लिया हमने.
experience. Yeah.
Okay guys, so sorry for the technical glitch in between. यार ये बहुत ज्यादा पंगे हो जाते हैं कभी कभी
Yeah.
because of net, फोन नहीं चलता, पीसी नहीं चलता, कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम आती है. But
Time
yes,
zone and
coming back to the Grand Prix. Yeah, basically like it was so chaotic that we cannot just stick to one team and we cannot just stick and talk about just one driver or particular one. So we covered up mostly everyone, but then comes again the few bottom ones, which is Williams. They both crashed. So it's quite sad
Yeah.
weekend for both of them.
Yeah, I saw like I'll try to find that picture. Yeah, click it. But if you can put it here.
But
But
I'll
that
put it up.
when the red flag happened, the one of the mechanics was like so sad. He like put his hand on his
Oh yeah, he was
forehead,
just
and
saying
it was
those.
like really sad.
Yeah.
I felt for him, man. Like already quali और race के बीच में बहुत कम time था, so they had to
Right.
remake the car and everything. And again now
Exactly.
this happened, so it was really sad to see. But
True.
yeah,
But
very
yes,
sad for Williams.
poor race, poor weekend for Williams. And yes, the remaining one is the infamous Kick Sauber team. We don't talk about it.
Yeah,
There's nothing much to talk about it. They were below everyone. कुछ crash नहीं किया, कुछ भी नहीं है. आराम से पीछे पीछे रेस करी उन लोगों ने. उनको फर्क
yeah.
नहीं
आज
पड़ता
तो
दुनिया से.
5 place तो ऐसे ही jump हो गया ना because of the DNF.
So it's P13 and P15, but still at
Yep.
the bottom, like total 15
Yes,
लोगों ने
yes.
finish किए. उसमें से 2 वो थे. So good race for both of them. They did their job. They drive nicely.
Yes,
Whatever
yes,
they have. I feel इस टीम की वजह से ना जो की जो skills है वो ऐसा थोड़ी neglect हो गई, because he was a really good young talent
yeah.
since till last year. This year, like again, he had to perform, but बेचारा कर नहीं सकता कुछ. So he's stuck with a team जहाँ पे वो कुछ option नहीं है उसके पास. Does he have a contract for the next year?
No.
Not yet.
Hulkenberg is signed, and like one is yet to be announced. So
Okay.
it might
So
be
yes, the
Bottas,
same.
or they might just bring someone else. So
Okay. So yeah, they see, like that's the thing. Like जो का जो talent है वो दिख नहीं पा रहा है क्योंकि कार ही नहीं है उसके पास ऐसा.
yes,
So he's doing what he can with the tractor
Yeah.
that he has right now.
yes, definitely. I guess that's pretty much it. It was amazing.
Pretty much it.
Let's thank you guys for subscribing. We have like 36 subscribers now, so
Yes.
that's a good one. Like the target is to reach 50 by the end of the season.
End
If
of
we
this year.
can,
Yes,
that would be a very good motivation for us to continue this next year. Obviously, we do want to continue even if we don't get that. But yeah, I mean, share your views. Share if you want to, want us to cover something or change the format or whatever. Just put in there. We would love to hear your
Right.
feedback. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
And see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye. Peace.
Take care.